I don't even know what you're
get,
thinking about.
I get worried, right? I get worried that what's going to happen. Well, I
have
think,
no context. Remember, I was not with you for the last 2 hours.
I think the whole thing with Vic Hanna, right? And I'm not.
I don't know even what's happening with Vic. I've just seen him being fat.
I don't know what happened with Vic either. I know he got demoted,
I think he lost his shit, if I'm going to be honest.
No, he did, 100% honest. And I'm not saying he didn't deserve the demotion, but the thing I feel like is your Vic Hannas, your Dens, your Peaches, your Jebs, like ultimately, I get worried that the police department wants to see those people gone.
No, this is your Okay, so I think why I'm not gonna speak. I want to know why, and just tell me like how you feel. I want to like how do you come to that conclusion?
I mean, so the whole thing with Peach, and Jeb, right? People making complaints about them hissing and
yep.
The whole Hannah situation being immediately. I don't even fucking.
You heard what happened to Trig?
What happened with Trig?
Oh, you don't even know yet. Okay, continue.
Well, Trig's another. I don't think anybody wants Trig on, but
oh yeah, he definitely didn't just bring up the fact that, like, he said El Bozo to BCSO and he got a talking to.
Well, that's the thing I worry about is like the whole. I don't know. I don't even know what fucking BCSO's purpose is at this point. But I feel like with the current climate and everything that's going on, it's like. Do
you remember what I? Sorry, I don't want to interject.
It just seemed like from like coming back and like the issues that came up, like it made me start thinking about even like dealing with the Vic Hanna issues. There was like some talk in the PPO or I can't remember, one of the messaging fucking Slack. Well, I guess I could just say Discord, but kind of like the talk of.
Hey, wait, what happened?
Oh god,
that's a scary word when talking about Los Santos.
It is. Well, I guess Vic Hanna promoted when he was a lieutenant, promoted a PPO to full officer. And
okay,
everybody.
Where did I don't wait? I'm Discord. Confused. Why did you say Discord?
Well, I was trying to keep it professional. You know how people use like workspaces like Slack.
Slacks.
No, Slack, like the message board.
Okay.
The production software that big companies
Are we talking
use.
about like we're talking about like PD emails, right?
Yeah.
And not some other weird shit that happens, but no one talks about it.
We're talking about PD emails. We're not talking about.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah. So it was just kind of like.
Okay, brother, you need to like.
That's why I was trying to say Slack.
Why don't you just say like PD emails, bitch? Like
I had the most wonderful 4 days off where I didn't worry about it. Actually, one of those days I didn't even have off. One of those. Okay, but anyway, so it's like a comeback. Fucking Vic Hanna's a fucking terror. He's a menace to the goddamn police department now.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, look, if you keep doing this shit, I will fire you. And I think he got it. Kind of. I was like, is the death of Vic Hanna going to be double down syndrome? And I mean,
okay.
Anyway,
do you want to get out at Maze Bank because Tyler?
Maze Bank Arena?
No, the over here on the left.
Actually, because that's another thing.
Oh God, they got me. Oh my God, poor Tyler. These convos are so hard to follow. Yeah, because he's doing what I do sometimes. When you have like 20 things on your mind and you're trying to find a way to like summarize it and you're having trouble because there's just so much shit. Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I was like, what? I was like, what? Oh my God, bro. I have to remind him, because remember the last time I spoke to him, I said he's got to think about delegating. I'm going to bring it up to him again. Thank you so much. I'll report this.
Okay, that is interesting.
Yep. People blow up the chat. I don't want you to explain to me what he might be saying in character from OOC. You know what I mean? We'll let him do it, because I can't. You know what I'm saying? Even though, if you mean the best, it was just, yeah. Yeah, I was so. It's like game of telephone, you know? Bro, I know. I was. Bro, I was so confused. Yeah. Well, I think I mean, listen, it's a simple. He's we'll let him start from scratch. We'll give it a round 2, one at a time. All right. Let's go to Maze Bank Arena or wherever. And let's slow it down so you can talk about one topic at a time, because I think you're kind of like, I think you're doing what I sometimes do, where you're dealing with like 10 things at once and you're trying to summarize it really quickly, but instead of it being comprehensive to me, it's just like, you know what I mean? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm just trying to collect my thoughts now.
Right.
Actually, this isn't a good spot. We'll go up the actual.
You are worried that you're worried that cops are gonna get targeted and farmed for just being themselves.
No,
Is that accurate?
I'm not really worried about it, because I guess that's why Moss and myself are here, right?
Yep.
It's like to not see that happen, but it's like ultimately. So my issue is.
Well, so then I have to ask. Then that begs the question: if you're not worried about it, then why'd you bring it up?
I mean, it's definitely a concern, right? So
Okay.
the bigger issue is with. I guess we'll have that other shit come into play. I mean, it doesn't even really matter. Cassidy and.
You do recognize, even
are...
from me standing on the outskirts, I've witnessed LSPD get officers punished directly from Blaine County, but when someone in Blaine County does some shit, they do a 30-day investigation and come up with a million excuses. And I'm not even in your department, and I see it.
No, I know that. I mean, it's kind of
there. To me, it looks like a month ago when I told you and Daisy that you cannot remember when originally what was brought up by you and her was you wanted to like reduce all the ranks and shit, but then it was going to be fine because UPD command, quote unquote, could handle punishments and all that. And I said, be careful, because you're going to have your offices targeted and they're not going to give a fuck. And now look at what's happening. And, you know, it's kind of like people are always going to protect their own child, but point their finger at other people's children. Opal, Trig, Vic Hanna, Peach, Jeb, you fucking name it. How many of them have within 24 hours got some sort of punishment, whether it's a strike, a suspension, or like a talking down to, or something that makes them change the way that they behave? But there's officers who have literally used civilians as human shields, have run over people, have done all these things, and nothing has come out of it. Just a bunch of fucking retarded fucking excuses.
Yeah, I don't understand, like, that whole Jimbo situation down on the south side, like, that's kind of egregious. Like, and nothing. Where's the fucking martial investigation on that shit?
Now do you understand why what I said at the resort earlier, when my reaction was, man, you and Daisy are so nice? Because you keep finding excuses for these people that do not give a shit about you or your department. That's, and as nasty as it sounds, that is what it is.
Yeah, I just I don't know. The thing is how do we combat it? That's
you
that's
tell
the
them
real
to
issue.
eat a fucking dick and go fuck off. There is no nice in this storyline. There is no nice. It's you tell them to eat a fucking dick and stay in their fucking hole, and that's it. There is no middle ground. I've myself tried to find middle grounds with circumstances, but at the end of the day, the LSPD is the city. The mayor of Los Santos is the city. Just because a bunch of 30 jerk-offs that fucking want to live in their nepotistic fucking world, let them.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do that when I'm around, but it's like I can't be around every single fucking hour of every
Delegation,
day,
right? Remember the last conversation I had with you?
Yeah, I don't. The fucking Vic Hanna one actually.
Why are you dealing with Vic Hanna? The
thing is that I was told to deal with them, and it's like I don't even know what he fucking did. And then now it's like, okay, he was demoted because he promoted a PPO to officer, which seems that was the straw that broke the camel's back. Is what seems fucking wild to me.
Yeah, but you've got like Maxwell, you got Vivian. Why aren't you telling them to do it?
To do what?
To handle it?
The Hannah situation?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what's to handle over that? It's done now.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I mean, Hannah was demoted. He was demoted to officer. That's why he's lashing out.
Gotcha. You get what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah. On the delegation side, you mean? Or on the just fuck everyone except for LSPD
Yeah,
side?
exactly. Like, I mean, brother, like, McNulty wanted to punch out Jeb for hissing. People were justifying assault and battery over words. You know how fucking psychotic that sounds? That is like psychological levels of problem. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Classic Europeans not getting their freedom of speech, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't been around, but I feel like I think I assumed the fucking entire department was on fire, but
yeah, I think
I don't think it is that bad. I think I might start coming around in shift 3, to be 100% honest with you.
We have PD live happening right now. Michael's sorting some legislative stuff. Archibald's been making sure that lawyers are getting a voice.
PD Live's great, by the way. I saw the Den episode.
Oh, you like that? Yeah.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
Give me 1 second. Hey, I gotta send you the LSPD repair stuff. Send me
Yeah.
your state account and I'll take care of it. But not
All
your
right,
state account, your
the business account.
correct. Yep.
Yep, I got you. Easy.
Yep. Right.
All right, I'll do that now. Bye.
Like otherwise you realistically are never gonna always be able to be there. You just gotta make sure you're surrounded around people that are able to you know, like hold to your vision. And
Yeah.
and
You're
I feel
100%
like
right.
with just as honestly as I can be is right now, Daisy, and you have sort of failed at that. And don't take that as like me shitting on you, Peters, right? I'm trying to be constructive here, right? Like objectively, the thing is, unless you have that support structure in place, you can never leave without shit turning to shit. I mean, things are always going to turn to shit, but you need more of that. Like, and I'm saying it from my own experience, is that I would lose my mind if I didn't have the people that I have. I'd wake up every day and I'd be like, I have a million things. How do I solve it all? But I will say this, that I don't know how the fuck you're going to find it at the same time.
We just fire every single person in the police department. Well, it won't work because BCSO.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know if that helps or hurt.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it does. No, the big thing is delegation, understanding that. I think I need to go into shift 3 and figure out what the fuck is going on, though.
What? I thought you were building up shift 2. I thought shift 3 was like the...
Shift 3 operates in its own fucking world.
Bro, let them
Nobody
do
even
their
fucking
shit. No one
comes
gives a
around,
fuck
yeah.
about shift 3. There's like... Anytime I'm awake, there's like literally no one's doing shit. Of course it's going well when there's no crime.
Yep.
Like... Not to be that guy, but I'm just saying. Like, of course, if you don't have to respond to anything, it's going to be easy. So... What are you going to do? Like, you go into shift 3, what are you going to do if you're like... You know, with shift 2, when shit does pop off, like, do you even have any sergeants in shift 2?
I don't even think we... Yeah, we got one.
Yeah. Brother, you gotta get shift 2 up and...
I thought Moss was going to be around for shift 2, but yeah, I guess you're right. Shift 2 does need to be our main focus right now. All right, fuck shift 3.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know...
Yeah, okay. All right, well...
All right, well, yeah. I don't know.
Are you,
like, I hate to be...
Are you headed out for the day after this?
I'm... Yeah, I had to deal with too many civilian complaints today.
What are the civilian complaints over?
I don't know if it can get fixed.
Watch it, okay?
If you want to be... I don't even know if I want to talk about it, to be honest.
Then don't talk about it. Fucking don't worry about it.
Well, it's not really a story.
Okay. All right, fuck it.
Yeah.
So shift 1 is fucking good. We're gonna be down numbers this week because of COVID con. Yeah, I need to start. I think I might go do. I got to pick up a job at some point and just start fucking interviewing people to hire for shift 2.
You should poach on fire.
The only way I'll poach on fire is if I get cornwood.
You can get cornwood. It's not... I have already spoken to him about it. Just fucking give him, like, some bullshit position. And he may
wants
not...
high command, yeah.
Yeah, just give him a fucking fancy title. You get on fire. You make her, like, a fucking lieutenant. And then, you know... now you got somebody that's not a fucking, like, brain-leaking moron to help sort shit out. Like, I mean, I don't know outside of doing anything fucking drastic how you're gonna, like, shit, like, Los Santos is so fucked right now. You can't, like, there is no simple solution.
You want to be a sergeant? Transfer to LSPD. I'll make you a sergeant the day you transfer. Okay.
She said no.
I don't know. I just hung up. Dramatic effect. You know what I
Oh.
mean?
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll call back.
Yeah. I can understand you're worried about some of these folks. I want to run it back. That are gonna listen. The biggest problem right now in Los Santos is not what you're seeing is not specific to the PD. It's how different departments are treating each other, holding each other to different levels of accountability. Everything is so highly selective and forced that everyone is paying for it right now. If you want to ask me, look, I'll tell you what I'm annoyed with. Jasper John, a man that lives and breathes for running a food court, was defending himself against shooters and was treated like an everyday criminal. And I'm sure there's a million different reasons why the conclusion was he's just a member of Hydra. But when you live in a society that looks at people like that, then you cannot be surprised as when someone like Jeb is looked at and it's like he's just a piece of shit. And they don't look at who Jeb is, what the extraneous circumstances were, because there is no compassion beyond what did they do. So
who the fuck? So Jasper John, I'm missing context here.
Sure. Yesterday, Hydra, this is what was relayed to me. Jasper John was with his friends, members of Hydra. They got rolled up on. They started getting shot at. He tried to defend himself. He was arrested. He was charged with criminal use of a firearm, despite the fact that he was standing his ground, and lost his weapons license. He was told that he's a member of Hydra and that's enough. And he lost his weapons license. And now he's understandably upset. And he doesn't know what to do. I had to pull him off a fucking, I had to pull him down off the roof. But here's the problem with this, right? Is he friends? Is he in fucking Hydra? Sure. But this guy is now going to have to spend 2 months waiting for a fucking court case to get his name cleared, when officer discretion should have been enough.
Wait. Why is he not? I just pulled up that report, but he's not charged with anything? Is this over a Donald Bush situation? Do you know?
I have no fucking idea. Because at that point, Sky is a gang member. Why is she an LT?
Yep.
Why is Scott? Why is a member of your high command in a gang? Tyler, tell me right now. Why the fuck is it gang members in your PD?
That's a good question.
Why is Ventura a member of the Saints in the police department? You explain that to me right the fuck now, Tyler.
Listen, both
how
you
the
and
fuck
I
did Blaine County hire
victim.
a member of the Saints?
We both of us.
How is he in the police department?
It's fucking different department.
Explain it to me.
I can't explain it.
Sky is a gangbanger.
All right, I'll demote Sky then.
Tyler, who is being you get my where I'm going with this, right?
No, yeah, you're making you're just essentially drawing lines to the situation. How if he hangs out with Hydra, then he's automatically deemed Hydra.
Yeah.
But why is fucking the same line not
Bro,
being drawn for?
Or just a little bit of like, open your fucking eyes. This guy is literally like at the food court every day feeding people.
Wait, okay.
Like, and that your first thought is, this is a criminal? What?
Well, I have no idea what happened with this, if I'm being 100% honest with you.
I would talk to Maxwell about it. I heard she was arresting, and that's kind of the worst thing about it, because I think she's one of the best cops on the force. But for me, it's like the well is so poisoned, I don't think people think at that level of distinction at this stage. Right? It's just whether you're a crim or you're a cop, right? So if we're gonna start playing those games, then you just, if you have any relationships as law enforcement with any members of criminals, then you should be treated equivalently, right? That maybe you know what? Maybe then, you know, what's his name? Croc was right. Is that maybe Skyfae did actually fuck up the Hydra raid? That maybe Ventura truly is a member of the Saints and is protecting them. You can't have these double standards.
Yeah, I mean, like, what the fuck happens with the whole Ventura thing going, like, I don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
I guess my whole thing is, how do I fix something when everything's working against me?
You're in the same boat I am, which is where I landed, where it's like it doesn't matter anyways, because you and Daisy could try to fix the world, but then, you know, the marshals come knocking and they tell you this is mine.
I mean, it's fucking wild. It's fucking wild. But I mean, yeah.
What are you gonna do? You can't. You're powerless. You had your own officers told they're gonna get fired by the dumbass Daisy the Caucus. That's a second in command in the marshals now. You know what?
No, she's second in command.
You don't know this? Yeah. The same fucking dumb fuck that is defending Michael supposedly suiciding into cops just to file a lawsuit. And wait.
Huh? When did this happen?
Oh, Michael. Oh, this is current ongoings. Is Michael? You know Michael, right? The guy who made the webpage for the city. The guy who's written most of the legislation that you guys use. The guy that wrote up the stuff that gets you guys, you know, food and all this. He literally lives and breathes as a public servant. He had his car stolen. He reported it to the police. Like an hour and a half later, he goes, he finds it. He rolls up to Hayes and Daisy to say, "Hey guys, you don't have to worry about it. I found the vehicle." Hayes blasts him down and says, get the fuck out of here. He then has to go to the hospital. He's getting treated, right? At first, there's no doctor, so he has to wait for it. So he is able to get a medical report. He sees Daisy and Hayes again, and they tell him, "Now's not the time, dumb fuck." Hayes never writes a report for it. 20 days later, he's just asking for some kind of, why did this happen? Right? For some kind of apology. And now what's left? He now has to go to civil lawsuit. So at some point, you're dealing with a level of fucking incompetence and a level of just, what do you do? What do you do? What, he suicided? That he suicided into a police shooting just so he can file a civil lawsuit. That's what happened? You know what I mean? Like, maybe for a fucking moment think, hey, this guy didn't know. Wrong place, wrong time. we fucked up. We're sorry. That's it. But no, he's got to go to civil lawsuit now. It's just, this is it. This is the fucking world we live in. I went to Nova, right? And she told me that when these things happen, they got to report it to her. So I brought up some examples, and she said, she gave me this, like, I mean, you were there. You were there at the observatory.
Yeah.
You saw what happened. It was we will take your reports, but, oh, wait a minute. Never mind. So,
I fucking hate the marshals.
Yeah.
The most fucking pointless. The fucking.
The problem is there's always an excuse, right? Someone else did something wrong. Each and every fucking time. And I'm sick of it. So, anyways.
All right. You need to ride somewhere?
No, it should be good. Just keep your head up. You know what I mean? You can only...
No. Yeah. It's everything is. I mean, it's still better than it was before. That's it. Regardless, it's all that matters.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't think it's better than it was before?
We had a meeting with members of the South Side who wanted to not have Hell Week, who, I'll put this into perspective, said, hey, let's have a follow-up meeting. We understand it's going to take time for things to get better. And the next day, you have fucking tanks roaming through the street. And that you and Daisy were not even made aware of it. That your own officers are being trained with fucking tanks. No, I don't.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the state of the police department before Moss and I were around. Yeah, yes, I would agree that things are escalating at a faster rate, but
I think you two are doing amazing.
Okay, that's it. That's all I. Well, that's not all I care about, but that is my main purpose. Is that is a completely. That's a different entity that I have no control over.
Yeah. I think you should talk to Jasper.
Okay.
And when you talk to him, recognize what this guy does for Los Santos. And if this guy is a criminal, then everybody is.
I know who he is. He's the guy that works at the fucking kebab place. He's fucking amazing. He spotted me money like a couple months ago and I didn't have any money.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you understand my frustration there, Peter.
Yeah, I do. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get out there. You have a good day.
You take care.